because it's a Saturday and transfers on some every club. You be doing commodity amount you really when I feel there. BBI come pa the amount. Which okay say it's been almost 4 or 5 months near you started doing commercial branch friend Vinny Jr. The contracts no with team friend Real Madrid no. And idea I say an extension of the contract. Now this is from transfer market. Vinny contract expire on the 30th of June 2027. I can't in 2 years. Or extended contract in 2023. Now, because of everything that's going on, Vinny Jr. obviously so much contract extension. Reach from another. It's here a little bit interesting, kaka. What is that? Rock Nation for the handle everything transfer of our branch friend Vinny Jr. Our catch Florentino Perez say they want a sign-on bonus for our branch friend Vinny Jr. before he signs the contract extension for them. Eruti, I said, I don't have agreement, no, kaka, which a lot of people can say 30 million transfer sign-on bonus that Vinny Perez or I say too much, kaka, and it's affects. It's not too much. It's for every big club and a big band like Vinny Jr. Or 30 million just for the sign-on bonus or the transfer we are, you give it to him. Now, there is a lot of wrong misconceptions. Say transfer bonus, no. Your friend is a sign-on bonus. Yeah, the amount only when you are signing a new contract. No, because or extended beyond the particular time. No, it can be deemed for that contract now or extended. No, no man the bonus for that, and that's what about here. Your friend Vinny Jr. Pushy so be the transfer bonus no for Onaka Sano. I don't know man kakra. Make I said the case of David Alaba, which what they did was that. Oh, chase cano bonus no every David Alaba salary so it's an come Madrid the top 5 NSL of Madrid no David Alaba can be because bonus now come demand for free from Bayern Munich you know almost chase can every revenue so each week and about here your friend David Alaba yes can each week basta for ATS can man so it's something that very more a person where Madrid wants to do. The only thing is that rich I don't think that Madrid values Vinny as much as they did in the year 2023 or signing contract extension.
Madrid didn't value
no. They can't value no. I don't think so they value him as much as then. It's not our time with Vinny the number 1 player of Madrid. Maybe today he's not the number 1 player at Madrid.
Because of Mbappe.
Because of other people. 2023 now a non star boy, big boy, or signing contract extension. Now there has been Mbappe. Because wait, what is 30 million? For a club like Madrid and for a brand like Vinny Jr. Rock Nation for 100% of signing. No more just cano. And it happens every time. Rich. I've seen players Florian Wirtz to Liverpool. You know how many Papa took on bonuses as middlemen. So it happens every time. And I think that Madrid should be able to do their job. I don't think that Madrid would want to sell Vinny Jr. And yeah, they don't beton as it stands now. But definitely, they would want to make sure, say, at the end of the day, you know, on being a branch friend Vinny Jr. on their terms. I can't 2 years on the contract, so I check they should finalize that. Which Edna. There is a young man called Carlos, I think the Augusto or so. I don't know, yes, sir, mural paintings, no. A suburb of the one my friend Baracaldo. Now, at Baracaldo, like I'm saying, Carlos stay in charge of Sadio Mano. After say Athletic for any of the statements about Monteno, they made sure say Carlos goes back and they defaced a unit of Vinny Abente friend Nico Williams. No, they've gone back and rewent on it on the wall. Which Carlos here doing and check immediately Carlos finished. Rich. Other hooligans are Baracaldo Cromodum. No. I could be facing more Alibima. I'm not sure when him say, I'm not using the F word, no, and the Abante friend Vinny Jr. So, the very first one, I'm not sure say whether Abante friend Nico Williams stays or leaves, no, he is still a traitor to them. And now, as it stands now, I'm not going to use the F word for him. You see, Rich, you can look at this from a hooligan point of view. But again, Richardo, say you have to understand Bilbao for. Why do I say Ote Bilbao for us? Bilbao have gotten more money from players and also say and can almost say that you're too expensive on the level of Nico Williams. Uji 258 million there. And a sub chicken change for me to say Nico Williams in this market. Bilbao sold Kepa Arrizabalaga to Chelsea for 80 million plus. They sold one Laporta to Manchester City for 60 million plus. Athletic Club in Bilbao held Unai Simon as the Spanish #1 national team goalkeeper. And yes, small clubs are. To them, they are losing out on an opportunity to get good money from him. And then Barcelona fault. Why am I saying this? And in 2023, in the Nico signed a contract extension, which when he signed a contract extension, Bilbao won out Nico for almost 1.5 years. Saying Nico, Emma, now come extending contracts. Now 58 million euros they share contracts release close to. It could be 100 million. But still, Nico did not batch. He has not signed a contract extension and he has been there. Even too annoying for Bilbao want to say. Barcelona, through their sporting director, was able to go into the public domain and then express some interest for the player, something which is wrong, being under FIFA transfer rules. You know what I'm saying? Masa. Our player no can better. Se want na dia, ya di 80 million for Kepa dia. Esen ka timi twa na marketing, be 100 million for Abrante Nico. Esen twa be 75 for Nico. Na over be 58 million. Who yesu as can on ya wan so be twa straight up front. Over the person ki better so. Now strategy ya won ban say you want the boy to automatically show interest in you. Then only when you come out, oh strong leverage point at the beginning come say oh boy the crap pay and here. Mungu na game change in 3 installments and what have you.
Any emotional argument na beba of one here.
You see, you can describe it as an emotional argument.
Because you could
yeah.
Yeti hey. Na ujina wa oni insurance firm more contract.
Yeah.
Na insurance firm di ashem so Fifi se station bi ba fufro. Na also obefa do free insurance firm any problem. Na mom ye di shem se ebia station kro no so obefa wa o metua sika sei ena emfaman. And I ashem na nipa na sign contract. Now nipa ni sign wie no. I mean abrabo de boy ni na adwini tim sisa. Then Fifi decided to be moving on. Ako anim and akonye station.
Yeah.
Our interest wo ho. And I'm so no problem. Say sika say dey betimeti. Nya baba be fawo. It say team ni ba no so the old contract, I'm ready to trigger it. Now activating my Fenipa now. So emotional argument and yet to weigh 100 yet to weigh in there. I disagree with them.
You see, Rich, I don't want you to ever accuse a fan of being emotional because the game is emotional.
Me, no, fans no. Na some common fans in common.
No, you fans in common. Fans na kokoye na yinesa.
No,
I let the club there.
Me share issue from Nico Williams ni sikasam.
What I'm also saying is, Athletic Club and Mambe can't change. Say, they want that amount of money. When Athletic Club came out, they said they protect their interest, and it is right. They have to protect their interest. And your fans now could deface the moral of Abrante Feni Nico.
Basa phone.
And America say, no, I'm coming for Basa phone. And America say, we don't take it as if Athletic Club for they are being racist or whatever. It's not about racism. Don't get it wrong. For them, the boy got to play in the World Cup and then in the Euros for the Spanish national team while donning the red and white of Athletic Club. Only your fans. If you go to Baracaldo, there is an Afro-Bilbao community up on Nico. The story tells extensively. You can go on Netflix today. You will see the story of Nico Nane Mame telling them how Bilbao have accepted them in as their own when they are not. So, it's a community through and through. Only Bilbao Nico Mpa club or not. So it's a close-knit community. Fans will always be attached to that. Don't force them. And to them as a fan, only I can club. You talk Paris, Abalaga, Chelsea, 80. Or the wedding cover. On my say you are him. They will use the F word. They will call you a rat. No problem. My problem is that Barca do not make the issue also easy for the boy because of the transfer strategy Barca they call. They wanted the PR to be on their side. They wanted them to express more interest on Barcelona. Send them very easy for them. The part where they were wrong in rules, and I stated, was Neco. Eko want to express our interest no, and the FIFA transfers. It is wrong. At that point in time, you don't have that conversation. And Athletic in their own right decided to come La Liga for Kobe says, I'm Pampanko from Omutunika. Omitina. You see, everybody knows that when it comes to even buying Nico out of the contracts now, Barca can take a loan, they can take a level or whatever. I got to Nico. The bigger problem I can have several times, my brother, it's about the registration of Nico. And then I have yet about said it. Verbatim, clear. So Barca are not in the 1:1. Mm-hmm. And 1:1 has been explained if you say several times. And your revenue versus expenditure. So me explain in simple terms for you. Usika unya and as a monthly salary. Anyone come home about sika. You come up any no. You come mama any say uni more than say unya. It's about something you register play to an car. Now the memory is. And again, like and now have it as a kind. Barca knows what they have to do. And commoning now Athletic Bilbao for 1 year is because at the end of the day, Barca are buying time to get money to reach 1:1 and go and trigger.
Kofi, you see, fans, like you said, it drew maybe I saw too much.
Yeah.
But me feel say, Bilbao for no. So mo obi as mom bufuna. It should be on penny for. Barca in the baby. Only Nico across our contract. And whatever release clause yashim. Moses will be per brand and be Jessica we na memfano. Money a brand and abwa so extend your contract. Now release clause ni enti pay my brand and anye. Is it the fault of Barca? No. It is an asa brand and anye. Now Barca for say look, mo am brand and wa pochi also about team no. Yes, refuse our brand and is good. And you be the services. And the acquire down women na emfa wo. Yen trigger the no yan activate ni emfa brand na. Umuni ajiku na trawan.
Omumuna ajiku.
Eh omum pani for mum na so mumiri jiku di tro.
Omumuna amajiku ma chen Nico Williams no.
Fine.
And omuni Barca phone asem.
Say sa na tie dem.
Omuni Barca phone asem.
Me person be drag Barca.
Omuni Barca phone asem. Omuni Barca was said the club authority of Athletic Bilbao must say 2 years can Intility money Dawson.
Oh, they mean Bilbao for 100%.
And the metia, oh,
I am running down. Only emotions. And our brand tells over.
Fans,
just kind of fun.
Yes, fans, then I genuinely say, Nico Williams, you are both for 2 years, almost 1.5 years to 2 years. Saying I extend the contract in mine. Now, can you pay your release clause to look at can you can be where club with him? Because you have quote unquote. And say, yes, Canada. Then whether you go or stay, you are a traitor. And you're not going to F word amount. Then nobody will come up. But Athletic club said they want their money. And Barca, and I think that I'll stop talking about it unless there is any major development on it. Because now, your friend is saying, La Liga president Eka Sema Tabas Emane very clear to me team. Or say Barca know what they have to do. Athletic club also know what Barca have to do. Now I call you. Of course, which Madrid is one with 2 left backs. There is Fiifi-Manfred, there is Fran Garcia. But in Tiago Madrid still wants this young man called Alvaro Carreras. The last time in an interview, Benfica for president to say, still Madrid for one for from Mai. What I'm hearing is that Madrid would rather want Carreras or a Spanish international alone before some Matono. And then you make Carreras is going to play for Benfica against Chelsea. We are Madrid in here. I think you should watch him. Oshana, you will get some good insight as to the kind of player that he is. And the ADSR story at the later end of his, And Rich, I've said it several times here. Said Mikel Arteta and Arsenal #1 choice of who will be their centre forward going into next season. Benjamin Sesko. There is no doubt about that. The problem has always been from the Leipzig camp. Leipzig for in this market, like everybody, And they were pegging the amount I would be to Benjamin Sesko somewhere close to 100 million. Now Chelsea for in term and I'm sure move free on them. Now they have settled on a branch friend and Liam Delap. What we are hearing is that Arsenal are making inroads from a we Arsenal expect that Arsenal will buy. Arsenal will get a striker this summer, no matter what will happen. Arsenal the striker, beba. After Zubimendi, making sure some of midfield of Merino, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Declan Rice, they will add a centre forward to the pack. In fact, there is another centre back Omoto who looks like a bench friend William Saliba. Okay, last season, it will maybe 2 seasons ago, you see us in the league because Saliba got injured. Last season, Gabriel Magalhaes also got injured at certain parts of the season. They want somebody in that shape, aggressive boot centre back. Only they will add a bench friend Benjamin Sesko to it. And yes, Sesko Nkwa, and yet the centre back Nkwa is also a better Eze. Arsenal for one most likely they'll go to Crystal Palace and try to trigger that deal and bring a better friend a better chair as a to come to their camp to go and do the job. Have you seen this, Richard?
Ronaldo contract extension.
Team Ronaldo dia among can change Ronaldo dia. Last year, the report was that Ronaldo was going to get just a 5% stake. Al Nassr, which contract extension by 15% stake in Al Nassr, owned by Cristiano Ronaldo. Me Sikano Enyemi Wawa. Do you know why Al Nassr have gone to the extent that they are going to give Cristiano Ronaldo say really Saudi Pro League Gold League votes, or really or say money bonus? No? Wait, let me tell you something. Saudi Arabia want to be in the part of history for life. Which club do you know say Pele, our young baby con is associated with Richardo? Club Ben and Pele is associated with Santos. Diego Armando Maradona. Which club is he associated with? Napoli.
Yeah.
Because there were certain things in history. AC was our club, Satan, not those clubs were not big, but these players came to turn it around. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo goes in the career. It was somewhere around 930 something after what he did over there. What Al Nassr want to do is that by the time Cristiano Ronaldo will reach 1,000 goals officially, he should be wearing the jersey of Al Nassr. That's it, all the Ronaldo went Juventus, one more Madrid, one more Manchester United.
Yeah, referencing
there is an Asian club.
Okay.
I was Saudi friend Al Nassr. And Ronaldo more, I go around the 1,000 goal mark. So strategically, almost every man is say Bogum. One day the club in history will get those mentions for you. Will be a man for security. Drivers miensa, gardeners miensa, yamane helicopter, rich. I feel crowded. Do you know say Ronaldo Adam Futocho Mucho Semedo? And then the new sporting director for Al Nassr. Fernando Hierro ya Pamela Manako. Former coach Max Allegri ya Pamela Manako. They have brought in 2 Portuguese, one Semedo, who is a close ally of Cristiano Ronaldo, and then Jorge Jesus as the new manager of the club. Essentially, Ronaldo never build the team. The likes of John Duran, Mobufi, Aston Villa, Bayer, Omar Bob Rebiano, they are taking them back on loan to Fenerbahce. Rich, Cristiano Ronaldo, next season, say a team no entity and Saudi Pro League, Asian Cup now. It is on him because essentially, team in India, 15% stake. Owner, sporting director, were down for coach, Ukraine, Ukraine, and Sansa, the neighbor. Also, have a team next season.
Because we around you. And the ball, it's too much. The aura around Cristiano Ronaldo on head of.
He's a blessed man.
Yamiya too much.
Insurance pay how many percentage?
You can come in 5%
of Ronaldo insurance. No correct. No correct.
Look, yes, uncle for no penasimu.
Yeah.
Penasem.
Cristiano Ronaldo Aviero Santos.
Ti umani nyini sika no nkodi. Na 7 so who say me body pan
sika no ma share that crown man must the wo Messi
me enko
wo Messi camp
mini Messi
camp Messi camp
oh dey say on say mo anam ko fa numbers ni ba
wo Messi camp
obi abo Manchester United
ba o
Kofi
so we Nico Williams so the rat
well, a legend though. Ronaldo is a legend of Manchester United. And Manchester ni be happy Ronaldo asam. But once they say you say the numbers neka. You go pulling numbers never dia hona mini pa the top from zone. But nyamie no kwani Abranten in nyame dia ma no.
Too much.
He's too blessed. He's too blessed.
Is Antoine Semenyo
not Canada dia mienko.
Masada na manko.
Mienko.
Me 13 euros per second. Niggas see America saying 30 minutes. Do the calculation of the number of seconds in 30 minutes. Na afede uya no what time send by 13. Ka make say we no. Odi o YouTube Facebook ayetum. Make say na yes ka Ronaldo enya. Now the mami anka Ghana has in ka wan yank me edwa. I go sit somewhere and sleep. Which is Antoine Semenyo not worth the 70 million na Bournemouth was on open?
So question on. Say only me perspective on it. Players be on your menu Ukraine.
Yeah.
Say o show me numbers upuli.
Yeah.
Now show me price tag na entirely. But this sana market na ko you. So also open akoko be there like you said.
Yeah.
Is it okay bomb now? This Antoine Semenyo guy, big.
Yeah.
He's too big. The numbers, any Bibiano, they will tell you that look, so people born what? No, to me says how goes you are. Okay, one farm more team can you 70.
Actually, even call it was 10 goals.
Even Nico Williams, he great can say
BB.
Go, the goals or say. So Antoine Semenyo. Even on your out and out try can put Michel goes where you should expect a bomb of no. But maybe they could fit to be honest with you. Players in the price tag a 2 dodo.
Well, most of the clubs.
But it says Anna.
Yeah, most of the clubs now are moving away from Antoine Semenyo, and for me, I think it is
70 years. I'm from Kakrai.
Which Odiameba. Yeah.
I'm from Kakra.
This is official. Which and then Alexander Isak is giving all indications that he wants to go to Liverpool. But Obekwa, he wants it to be done in the right way. Right way. Now, why am I saying this? Wakache the agency, they say, I don't know what Sociedad. The club that respected him and took a chance on him was obviously Newcastle United. And I'm on a platform. If Liverpool will come out, they should make sure they negotiate well and get him. Which means Liverpool have signed in excess of 200 million this summer alone. They've brought on Kerkers. They've brought on, what's his name? Fran Yates. They've added Jeremy Frimpong. And this season also, that is where the amount of Georgie Mamadashvili, the goalkeeper of Spanish La Liga, can ever on the books. So Liverpool has spent, if they go and do a deal for Benfica and Isak, it's 100 million and over. But Isak says, it has to be done in the right way. And he likes Liverpool team. We will see if Benfica and Alexander Isak will move on from there. Which, I know you've heard of Brian Mbeumo. And the fact that, and the conversation is that someone in years can say Mutiana, they've turned down the second bid and they want you to bring more. You see, who you know and you also because who am Manchester United in me, not US capping. He paid 87 million for Harry Maguire. That time, no, now your record transfer fee. You paid 85 million for Benfica Jadon Sancho from Dortmund. That time, now Jadon Sancho Nubia. You paid 75 million for Casemiro from Real Madrid to come to Manchester United at that age. Again, another record amount. And Di Maria, same amount, 75 million. Manchester United, 85 million for Romelu Lukaku, 78 million for Benfica friend Rasmus Haaland. You paid 105 for Paul Abile Pogba, who is the most expensive, and 95 million for Benfica friend Anthony. Which, so the reason it's here, Brentford for one AM now, someone will be a free bar. Because they know that you guys, our pre-consumed mindset in United, or they we're not killing Tiao. Killer or betia. United. Oh wait, and then what kind of?
Say any negotiations you.
Oh wait, we are not first one. What come? And then you want to say
Uti, we can say you because the player in question, on also Manchester no kwano bobo. It is a walk of a player. No, didn't catch us a look. Miss Hattie, we are no one, but only problem. A bedroom maybe no. A bedroom maybe it will fall Brentford. I don't come on selling it to us. Maybe, but still you pay the evaluation of the player. Yen jambro the air position. Oh, pardon, what is this the accord? We don't do this is the two something accord. If you say, Sebes and Cabana Kenya. No, because of the first day. You're more days ahead of us. And boy, and I assure you, say, look. Me ma catch your Tottenham for say me more. Rich all more days when you can two day the call. Yeah, they are 10 million now. And are they? So you go and the problem. Eh? You better check now. So around to know what can show. You see, the truth of the matter is that we in the personal terms and in a way. Any personal terms are saying. Casa Brentford for the just take it or leave it. Nobody's young go beyond your target. I said, man, I will do that. It was take it or leave it. Every Manchester United one day we are so Manchester Nico Williams there and to was. Ono ampa ehono edahonum tianafako. But ono almost here in Toronto say tianafako. Oba e won be catch no. And akwan e friend is Brandon Bowman. Yes, I can 1 year, I can 6 months in you. Me contract no mu wa. Enti ka we Anton say 65 95 million dollars account 70 700 new one no. You've done it before. Right? There is our mindset no hold. And I think the Manchester United will do the payment for Abentia, friend Rich, and now Chelsea made very, very close last step no for Abentia, your friend Jimmy Bino Gatins. Expect it in the next few days. Chelsea should finalize Gatins deal. No, Chelsea know that they have to pay for Gatins. Under 23 wingers now or no. Oko Germany, they said he's one of the skillful and most potent wingers. Chelsea know that they have to pay. They don't have any option. But because any left winger crab him or and that they have to pay for Brighton friend Jimmy Gittins. They will do their job. No many players no more on the vanity. You ever hear see pa on the Club World Cup matches now. Koso in the last few days now Koso Honom. And then the first game is going to be the one between the Brazilian teams. No? One of two Brazilians. Nyamien Queenie. Pamela for me, Timmy Shaw. What's your Botafogo from them? And I think them who are mono. Though almost against PSG, but games over PSG in a bone in just that. Yeah. More chance in a buy, no. Yeah. The Jumana. And Mumunya, we know. But the two Brazilians neighbor. Into the Ibenya goes. Yeah. What I say, Ibenya goes. But I think Kakra Matiti from a man for our Master Palmers for no. As Omiye slightly ahead of Botafogo for. The Palmeiras is a very good team. In fact, bookmakers don't put them slightly ahead, like I was saying, out of Botafogo. But me know also Yadjini. Yenko on the safe side goes. Yeah. Go. And also over 1.5. Young commerce against your code in him. It's a some match number qua con go. Maybe Nipa or Nintimaco match we a bunch of Fenistavao. I'll watch him and I'll see how things will go on from there. Then and you may at 8 p.m. Big one. What if say Enzo Fernandez will be playing against his former team? Yeah. And open up with Bruno Lodge. No, come on, sir. Which the Kaipa 2 seasons ago. Now Todd Bolly my back for. Now Baghdad Valley on the transfer deadline night and you day night. And you see on one Benfica Cromorum. And now Rich, the report is saying that a car face-to-face blows. There was anger. Because Chelsea knew that se Nico Williams Sama, Madrid Mubeba, Barca Mubeba, the bigger teams will take him. And the only opportunity was to get a World Cup winning player in January. Now, if you are Benfica, they bought a branch here for Enzo Fernandez. Now he goes to play his first game against team friend Benfica. A Benfica team with a lot of experienced players, Nicolas Otamendi. You see, I've seen that Enzo Maresca wants to do a lot of tactical dynamism and a lot of tactical versatility in how he plays. Also, the last game of boy against Esperance de Tunisia, he went back to the 3-2 base,
before some match, you know, Obebo a 4-2-2-2 against Palmeiras, where he wanted to play Abentia Ferro, Liam Delap, any Abentia Yefredo, Pedro Neto as the top two over there to go long to them. Watch Benfica against him Ferro by München. It was a 5 at the back. They can play 3 flats and can also play 4 at the back. So it's 2 teams with a lot of tactical changes. Against team friend of Bayern Munich, Bayern for no now, but Benfica for a winning game with a compact low block and then transiting. I think that's how they play against Chelsea. Everyone with teams like Chelsea for a softer team. You bet me a city a low block. Me I'm not more than against them. They will transit and play. You see, Enzo Maresca team me, Rich, if they really want to stand and be counted as part of the big boys, truly are any conference league, any England top 4. It is really about progressing from the round of 6 to the Club World Cup against a club like Benfica, or no consider any big name, to go to the quarterfinal. Then, small, you are getting to the top. I think it's a very tough. Very, very tough. I'm expecting Chelsea to qualify. Me picks to qualify. I'm expecting Chelsea to qualify. In 90 minutes, and over 1.5 is also a likely one that can fall for some match. Me mene aso ti ma me first year say ma nyame adoma or china so Paris Saint-Germain were games I think the Paris Saint-Germain will go to. I think the 2 European teams not China all me now will go through our Club World Cup.
No, John Duran he's Saudi Arabia no went me ambo.
Went me ambo Tom so.
Say akwa mu kotan ko mu di share money.
So me catch you.
Kofi me catch you.
Oh, dai one as you go to. You check get only what case. If you talk about ku you so England for Ivan Toney, ki to so. You check ya to Kruma no.
Saudi Arabia kwa na ntimi amo. They don't come see kakam. Yes, just say Marino is open.
So the double champions
of Marino.
Say we are in fact.
Say today Marino pa be wi aso. Marino pa na de. Otani. Say but nyame adom ochina.
Yeah.
Ye ne kase nua senior Peru.
Okay.
Was a show we there. I mean senior Peru Manchester City.
Yeah.
Omo fan kese pa show in so fan nya grokra. Ochina ni birthday or chance one say ma. Nti ye wish no happy birthday in advance. Of show this is senior Peru. Happy birthday in advance.
Ochina senior Peru birthday dia ni.
I mean shano.
Ne lunch wo me honzi.
Onko twa bi ni bi.
Oh, there be enye ni twa no. Opo ntwa but I'll still give him lunch.
Okay.
Ochina ma see happy.
I am noisy neighbor.
Nti o ma ne hwe. Me ma ne lunch.
Noisy neighbor.
Pia Peru wa Accra. O kotos dudu wa no Madenta ona. There's a nice papaya there.
Okay.
I'll take care of his lunch. Onji burgers ni cokes bina. On fan juju ne bo. Rechinti ene coats no. First one here 2074 BC 65 2074 BC 65. That is the first code. Second one here 2074 8D 9A 2074 8D9A. Third one here 2074 B4 2C 2074 B4 2C. And the last one here 2074 BEC8. These are the codes I know. Yeah, they man was saying go fix here. Me definitely sure said today will boom. Inti kokona kuchevi.
Bra Koku wisdom. I say this Benjamin Sesko should be valued around 35 million. In all honesty, they say transfer market need to almost say no. Maybe players be able to 70-100 as Isaac Benjamin. And that's how we jump baby ano about your upon who be new one.
Benjamin Sesko no.
Is more pese 70 say. Must say transfer but don't to me can say okay so Okofu bi akoko be de ntino. Isak Farid Fiifi-Manfred boys in the back kunsu ni ono so be attack me. O say me attack Chelsea fans na me go score free. But Kofi be attack me dia. Yey. Fiifi-Manfred boys ni bia. Omo ba attack me keke. Okay. Obet me do message number insha 104.5 na ya kind amount. Best man ko su be pa ya like to so no ne de. Me ni bibia me to amam